to Garden to Kitchen by Gary Carter. This morning we're going to be planting a tomato plant, and I have everything lined up here to demonstrate how I do it. There's 1,001 ways how to plant a cherry tomato or a full-size tomato. I have an Ultra Boy here this morning I'm going to be putting in. Just to give you an idea, you can see the stakes here. I've put the stakes where the tomatoes are going to be going, so I pre-marked it with my pole, so I'm ready to go. About a week ago I augmented the soil with my fertilizer, and this is a totally organic tomato fertilizer with kelp. It's 2 cups of kelp, 2 cups of fish meal, 2 cups of alfalfa pellets that I've ground up, and I also have 4 cups of bone meal. So what I've done is I've spread this out and I've dug it in so you can see that the earth is ready to go. It's nice and soft and ready for planting. So in addition to this, I'm going to be putting in some other organic materials as I dig the hole. So let's get started. I'm going to be putting the tomato in this particular area. Just a second while I get my shovel. And here I have my shovel, and I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, so this is what I do. I dig the hole. It's got to be nice and deep because I'm going to bury my tomato plants right down. So first thing I'm going to do is water the hole. Okay, so it's called watering the hole. So I'm going to water the hole. There we go. Give it a good watering. That should do it. By the time I'm ready to plant this, the water head will be gone down and we'll be ready to plant. Now, some of the things that I'm using here, number one is an organic tomato plant fertilizer called agricultural gypsum. And this contains calcium sulfate, calcium, and sulfur. And it's an inorganic material, so it's mined and it's used by farmers everywhere. And I'm going to be putting in roughly about a handful or a cup, something like this, into the hole. That's number one. So that's the agricultural gypsum. Number two is the eggshells and banana peels that I've been saving up over the winter. It's been a long winter, so I've been grinding eggshells and banana peels. Eggshells and banana peels contain calcium, phosphorus, potassium, micronutrients that benefit plant vitality, flowering, fruiting, and root development. What a mouthful. Okay, it says on here on the label, as my label, I should know. Alright, so we're going to put in roughly 2 tablespoons, roughly, of eggshells and banana peels. Alright, so we're getting close to the final one, and this one here is Epsom salts. Now, Epsom salts is used, of course, for taking a nice hot bath, and this is an inorganic material as well. It's mined. It's actually not salt. It comes from an area where the name salt is referred to it, and it's actually magnesium sulfate, and that'll allow the plant to take up the nutrients. This is supposed to be really, really ideal, and it's been used for centuries as an organic fertilizer. So here it looks like salt. Use the one that's non-scented, and you put in about 2 tablespoons of that in the hole. There we go. So I think we are ready to go. Okay. So the water has gone down. That's good. I'm going to add just a little bit more soil. I'm going to shake it up. Nice and moist down there. That looks good. Great. Okay, here comes the tomato plant. Looks pretty nice, eh? Look at that, eh? It's about 7 weeks old, and it says on the label that this is Ultra Boy. So I've watered the plant, turning it upside down, give it a bit of a squeeze around, and look at that. Look at the roots. See the roots on that? Very nice. So I'm gently going to be placing it in the hole, I'm going to be burying it a little deeper. Put the soil in and bring it around like so. Okay, so, and of course what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off some of the leaves. You can see that one or two are getting buried, so I'm going to nip them off like so. There's the leaves, they're gone, and I'm going to bring in the soil. Look at that. Okay. Just a little bit of pressure, not much. You don't want to tighten it down. And there you have it. Now, of course, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to water the plant in around once I've got all the plants in. But that looks terrific. So I think you've got the idea now. Work your soil, keep it nice and soft. Of course, I forgot to mention I added some horse manure, some well-rotted horse manure prior to this, and I put in the organic tomato plant fertilizer that you can find on my blog as well. And of course, we have the organic gypsum and the eggshells and banana peels. Okay, and that's mixed up. Grind that up into a coffee grinder and use it for planting. And of course the final one was Epsom salts. Anyway, I'm getting ready to water this now, and I hope you've enjoyed the video and perhaps learned something about getting these tomato plants to about 7 feet tall. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.